when we went out and did Hard Edges in 2000, I think it was 2015, and we went around the country trying to measure multiple disadvantage and look at the impact on local authorities and what have you. I guess the idea was to look at the numbers and not just in individuals, but the numbers in cost for local authorities and national. But the most interesting thing that came out of it, as we went around to the country and spoke to an awful lot of people in groups and singularly, it was that question at the end was, where do you think this started? And without hesitation, people were going, childhood, childhood, childhood. And it wasn't just care systems. It wasn't, it might have been dysfunctional families. It might have been dyslexia back in the day where it wasn't recognised, and you've got a beating at school for being thick and not paying attention. Then you got home and you got another one from your father for not doing school and what have you. So all of these sort of things. But 85% was such a staggering amount of people, a percentage of the people we spoke to, without, it was just automatically childhood, childhood, childhood. And we're not recognising. I think that was a challenge, and that's something we're not recognising. And it's interesting, actually, when we're talking about how people present, you're comparing things often to them on a good day. On a good day, yeah, they can put their trousers on, they cook themselves a meal. Yeah, but how often are the good days? And what happens on a bad day? But we don't talk about that, or the system doesn't seem to want us to talk about that. It's very keen on what you're best at, but actually, on a bad day, and it's the bad days that are the ones that are important. So ironically, the place that I got help was from the community that were out there that knew the system but didn't want to engage with the system because they didn't trust it. But they were the ones who taught me and showed me what I needed to do in order to get the help that I needed, but they didn't trust them to engage themselves.